Step number 4 in our 6-step formula to engage and motivate teams in 2021 is knowing what your team values and creating rituals around what they value, but also what you value. And more importantly, the type of behaviors that you would want to see in the company. We're actually talking about here company culture, right? So when we look at how can we engage and motivate teams in 2021, we're looking at creating group habits. We're looking at creating company culture. And how can we create company culture? Well, we can create company culture by knowing what our team values, right? And this has been covered in steps number 1, 2, 3. And if you missed those, check the videos on this channel, on my profile here. Or, the easiest way is for you to join us on the 15th of September, where I'm going to share the whole system, all 6 steps in a live seminar. You register, use the link that you find on this post, you register, and we're going to send you the Zoom link, and you're going to join us live, and we also have some Q&A time. But I'm going to share, the whole system there. But now, step number 4 is to create these habits and these group rituals, if you like, around the table for your team. And what we mean by that is, if your team values play, right, they like to have fun. If you have a team of mostly, creative people, if you are in a maybe media or marketing office, you have to have creative teams. That's important. It's essential actually. And it's very different if you are maybe an accounting office, right? Or maybe a lawyer office. They don't need to be very creative, right? They need to just we follow the guidelines and the rules, right? And so you could see that these teams could have very different profiles. And each of these profiles, would need different type of activities. So if your team is more of outgoing and play, they like to play, well, it's valuable, I understand, to have social time and play. But also, why don't you want to be a little bit more intentional and play with the things and around the things that you would want them to develop, right? So for example, we have developed, tools that we help teams, kind of just break the barrier and break the communication barrier. We call them the leadership games, right? We have 3 of them. We have a leadership game, for teams that work together most of the time. We have leadership game for communication and communication challenges between teams that might not work together all the time or might not sit in the same place. And we also have one for sales communication. So depending on the profile of the team, we use one of them. But the whole idea is to create habits and to create activities around the table so your team feels that they start to know each other. And I'm not saying that they don't know each other. I'm just saying that they will deepen their connection that they already have. And you know what? There is only that much you could do as a leader when it comes to engaging and motivating your team, right? One of the quotes that I really like is, if you like to have a motivated team, then recruit motivated people, right? And so what I'm saying is that as a leader, you might not be able to carry the weight of the whole team, on your shoulders, and you to be, responsible for all the motivation activities, all the engagement and everything in the team. That's why you need people to do that, right? And so what we're trying to do here, we're trying to create a group activity around something that they love, but also infused with something that you value, right? And so when we look at our leadership game, this is a board game, right? And we allow people to express their idea. We look at some of the the things that might not be on your agenda daily. So it's fun, right? It's a fun activity, but it's not like just playing a board game or ping pong or something that might not bring value to the team. And also you want to look, do I want to build individual talents in my team? Do I want to have individual kind of stars, right? Do I want to have stars on my team, or do I want to have a cohesive team? Because if you want to have unicorns in your team, you might want to play a very competitive game. But if you want to build a team that it's cohesive and works well together, then you might want to play a team game. So all of these activities that we might not think into that much, or maybe we don't really, put a lot of thought into, or is this, what kind of, what kind of values is this building in my team? All of these things matter. Everything matters. So that's why step number 4 for us is to be able to create these activities around your team, and of course adapt it to your team and your team profiles. And if you want to know the other steps, join me on the 15th of September. I'm gonna share with you on a seminar, a live seminar, the whole system, all 6 steps. So click on the link on this post and make sure you register, because it's gonna happen on Zoom. And we only send the Zoom link to those people that register. So if this is interesting, you want to know the whole system, and you want to know how to apply this to your team, make sure you register. I look forward to see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.